Hi, Clint Coons here with Anderson Business Advisors, and in this segment, I plan to discuss what do you do when you're trying to joint venture with a IRA or a qualified retirement plan on a piece of real estate, and your hard money lender tells you, no way in hell we're going to put this deal together. Do you walk away or do you find a different solution? Well, let me tell you. So recently this actually came up. I got contacted by a client and they were working towards closing on this property. We're 10 days away from closing and the hard money lender tells them, this ain't gonna happen. There's no way we're gonna do this deal for you because we need a personal guarantee. Or they also said, and we don't like lending to pension plans. We won't do deals where qualified retirement plans or self-directed IRAs are involved. And it was a pretty simple deal. What they had done is this. They created a limited liability company, he and this other individual. So here's their LLC right here to own the piece of property. And it was owned 50% right over here by a solo 401k. When I say QRP, it's a qualified retirement plan. That's a solo 401k. It could be a self-directed IRA. It doesn't matter. He had a solo 401k. Then we had another 50% over here owned by another investor. Now they were looking to obtain a hard money loan to buy this piece of property. When the hard money lender looked at the LLC, and they found out that the money, all of the money was coming from this entity here to close on this property. They said, can't do it because this entity here is a qualified retirement plan. We're uncomfortable making hard money loans to entities or actually to the solo 401k, the qualified retirement plan or self-directed IRA itself, because if something goes wrong, we don't want to be sued. That you lost your retirement account because of our loan that we made you on this property deal. That's one of their concerns. Second concern is that many hard money lenders want a personal guarantee. And you, that is, if you're the participant in this 401k, you can't offer a personal guarantee because if you did offer a personal guarantee on that loan, that's a prohibited transaction. You just cost yourself a nice paycheck or a nice tax penalty to the IRS. So this was their dilemma. They thought they could close on this property and let's say we're putting in from this entity here $200,000. It would go in and they would close and get their loan, they'd rehab it and sell it and split the profits 50-50. So call up in a panic. What do we do? Well, if you ever find yourself in this situation, the first thing you need to do, and what I told them, I said, we need to get on the phone with your hard money lender. I need to ask them some questions. Most likely we can do this deal, provided they're on board. So we got on the phone with the hard money lender. First question I asked them, I said, do you have to season funds? And what I mean by that is that would it blow up this deal if the solo 401k is not a member? In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this person a 100% member in this LLC, and the solo 401k is going to loan the money to the LLC for closing. Would you be okay with that? Because this member is not contributing the money. That's all coming from a loan here. They said, absolutely. We will take that. We don't need to see where the money came from. We'll take that money and we can use that for closing. We will accept that the way it is, provided you don't file a deed of trust against the property. So it has to be an unsecured loan. I said, great. So it doesn't have to be seasoned and you're going to take it from the 401k, and again, you're not going to ask for a personal guarantee from the person putting the money in. They said they would accept that deal. So now I knew we could put this deal together for this individual. We just had to change what we're doing. So I changed the structure around, so he's a 100% owner down here. Solo 401k now is loaning money to the LLC for closing. Now, we got to make sure we have protection for the owner of the solo 401k, the participant down there, so this money doesn't go to the LLC and this guy take it and not close on the deal, right? So the way we structured this is that in the LLC, we have both individuals up here, okay? This guy is number one, this guy is number two. Number two is this dude over here who runs the solo 401k, and that's number one over here. I had them both listed as managers. So when the money comes in, it goes into the account where they're both signers on the account. So they're both in control of the money. So you don't have to worry about it ever going to this partner over here. You're always going to be in the loop. So this is how it's structured. Money comes in, buy the property, get your loan. Partner number one gives a personal guarantee. Now, the intent here, though, is not to get 8% on this deal on a loan, or 10%, or however you structured this loan agreement between here and here. The intent is to get 50% of the profits when the property sells. So what do? Well, when you create this loan agreement, you're not going to do a simple promissory note. You're going to do a complex note. And what I mean by that is just a name I'm throwing on it. It's going to be more bells and whistles built into it. In fact, what we put in here is that this is a participating note with the provision to convert it. So I called it a convertible participating promissory note. Don't you just love how attorneys come up with this stuff? So the whole gist of it is as follows: that I'm loaning $200,000 unsecured, and the terms of the loan is that you get the money, but I get 50% of the profit when the property sells. Or if I don't want to stay as a lender, I have the right, I gave 30 days, to convert my note into equity, hence the term convertible. So I can convert it into a 50% ownership interest in the LLC at any time within 30 days after funding of this loan. Well, obviously we wanted his QRP to own a 50% interest. I'd rather operate on that than just sticking with the what I call contingent interest, where you're just waiting for 50% of the profits, because I think it's better if you're an owner in the deal. So if anything goes wrong, you have rights as an owner that are above those as an unsecured lender. So what we did, we closed on the property. All this is done. Property's in the name of the LLC. We then canceled out this note and transferred 50% of the ownership back into the solo 401k, putting us back to the original position that we had established, where 50% here and 50% here. And the loan is canceled and we're back to square one. You see, it's things like this that you can do when it comes to your real estate investing, that so many investors that I run into, they talk to someone and they say, look at that, they say, can't do it. There's no way you can use a self-directed IRA because a hard money lender won't accept it. Now they will. You just have to find a way to put it in a box, a nice little package that looks good to them for underwriting so they can write it. And then after you got it, you can go back, unwrap the box, and rewrap it the way you want it to look. And that's what we did here. So at Anderson, this is what we do for real estate investors. We look at finding creative ways for you to put your deals together. Most of them, as I say, operate outside the general knowledge area because so many practitioners have not experienced in working with investors like you and finding creative solutions to reach the desired goals we need. This comes through experience and having clients all across the country investing in real estate. Be sure to check out our website. We have numerous events that we offer in Las Vegas where you can come. You can attend one of our asset protection seminars, our structural implementation workshop, our tax planning workshops, and you can get a deeper understanding on how, as a real estate investor, you can help build your business. If you're not a real estate investor, hey, we can help you as well. We work with all forms of business owners coming up with strategies like this to make sure they can achieve what it is they want to with their structuring. All right, my name is Clint Coons with Anderson Business Advisors. Take care.